Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Waihas skalau, Waipik snaksiel. Elders, National Chief Perry Bellegarde, BC Regional Chief Shane Goffredson, Grand Chief Ed John, Grand Chiefs, Chiefs, President of the Métis Association, Minister Rustad, Minister Oakes, fellow award recipients, BC Achievement Foundation, Advisory Council, Advisory Panel, and judges, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor to be here before you tonight. I am truly, truly humbled. I thank the elder, the Musqueam elder, Mary Charles, for her opening prayer tonight. I, too, acknowledge and hold up my hands to the coastal Salish peoples, the Musqueam, the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and thank you, Limlim, for having us on your traditional territories. And I also acknowledge the ancestors of these lands who protected these lands for us to enjoy today. Being a recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award is certainly beyond my wildest expectations. I say Limlim, thank you. Thank you to the nominees and all those who saw fit to allow me to be here tonight. You know, I turned 65 years of age in September. I even mailed in my old age pension application just the other day. All I can say is wow. That too was a humbling experience, I can assure you. A lifetime seems like a long time of living. Personally, I like to feel I'm just getting started. We know that Aboriginal peoples across this great land have come a long, long ways, especially in the last 4 decades. A lot of accomplishments have been made, evidenced by the award recipients here tonight. I feel very proud and very honored to be part of those accomplishments. You know, the youth are getting smarter. It's going to be hard to keep up to the next generations. We can look forward to the future, I can assure you. The achievements yet to be seen, I believe, are going to be phenomenal. I just hope I'm around to see what some of our youth are going to be accomplishing in the future. Over the past many years, I certainly have felt very, very blessed to be around wonderful people. That has happened for most of my life. The workhorses are really the secretaries, the clerks, and those who make everyday life more enjoyable. I give respect and honor to all of my past and present staff, to my colleagues, to all of my past council members, to my legal friends and legal associates, to all the working directors, to the chiefs that I've been associated with, to the business partners, to the great leaders, not only at the political level, but at the business level. No one does it alone. It is and always has been a team effort. To all of you, I say Limlim, thank you. Many of you here tonight, I know, and I'm very, very proud of that, and I say Limlim to you for all your support. I wish to thank my wife, Bernice, for her support. Bernice, Limlim, you're a great, great lady. To my 4 children and my stepdaughter, And to my family members, again, lim lim. Lim lim to all my friends. Thank you, Ruth, for your kind introduction of me and the accolades you gave me. You know, it's true. I started working at 5 years of age in the onion and tomato fields, in the orchards, and I worked alongside my stemtima, my grandmother, my mother, and other family members, and we had to work to survive. Nothing was easy. We were among the poorest of the poor, but only in a financial sense. Our family never took handouts from anybody. There was never a welfare check, never a social assistance check, never a family allowance check, never a penny from anyone. Those growing up pains, if you will, were real. And it's a pride that is in my family that I feel instilled in me. The work ethics I learned started very early in life for me. I learned to work and to work hard. I think that's carried on throughout my whole life. I don't think I react very well if someone tells me it can't be done, or it's too hard, you'll never achieve it, or that's not who you are. An example of that was in the early 1990s when a senior municipal lawyer for the province spoke to me in our WFN boardroom. He told me directly, he says, "Robert, West Bank First Nation is not a government." That's all it took. We needed approval at that time by the minister, the Department of Indian Affairs, so that we could hook up to certain sewage lines by the regional district. It was at that very moment I set out systematically to prove that particular lawyer wrong. The rest, as you know, is history. West Bank First Nation is a proud, self-governing community. And that's the same today for many, many First Nations across Canada that are becoming incrementally self-governing week by week, with land codes, with land management, with jurisdictional authorities, and those are being exercised today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud to be a part of that. Many of you in this room are beneficiaries of land management and exercising that jurisdictional authority. Throughout my life, I've always appreciated business and being in business for myself. I enjoyed it, and I believe I thrived on it. I started my first business in the cattle industry and in the farming business. I then moved on to land development. I've owned a gas station, convenience store, a restaurant, and yes, Robert, an ice cream parlor, t-shirt factory, secondhand store, antique store, tobacco shops, to name a few. Today, I'm proud to say that my wife and I own a very successful winery, Indigenous World Winery, and I believe, as you saw in that video, that we make some of the finest products around. We also have a manufactured home park and a residential development. We also are promoting and developing Indigenous World Spirits Distillery. That is underway, and it's picking up steam. Indigenous sparkling water. I believe you're going to be hearing a lot more of these businesses in the future. There are a lot more bigger projects in store that I plan to undertake as well. In the years ahead, I'm going to achieve those with the support of people like you. My life has not yet ended. If I said to you, you haven't seen nothing yet, I'd be bragging, so I won't say that. Instead, I'll say, just watch me. I intend to move ahead in business and to do my best. That's my goal. I believe in fairness and in honesty. Everybody has to benefit from a business deal. We cannot leave any of our people behind. I'll conclude by repeating 3 pieces of advice given to me over the years that were relevant in my life and hopefully may be relevant in yours. The first advice I received as a young boy from my stemtima, my grandmother. She told me, "Bobby, walk a straight line. Never deviate from that line. Never go off the path and the path that you set for yourself as a goal." The second advice by a lawyer associate was, keep your ego in your pocket. Don't brag, just do it. Third advice was, and it keeps me sane, I believe, was let things flow off yourself like water off a duck's back. That means, to me, you never take the serious issues that hold people down to bed with you, and you do not let those problems take over your life. It has to flow off you like that water from a duck's back. That's what I live by. That's what keeps me sane, and hopefully, I hope to live many years ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, thank you for honoring me here tonight. I honor you, and I especially honor the Aboriginal peoples of this great land. White, Limlim, Hushiam, Haishka. Limlim.